Learning to fish has been so frustrating. That's why in this series, I'm taking all my friends fishing, passing on the knowledge that I've learned, and helping them catch their personal best. All right, we're back out here today. We got our friend Andy with us today. We try to catch him his first bass. Water looks a little bit quiet. It's about 6:30. I'm gonna try fishing these banks real quick and get us a quick one and see if we can make a push for our personal best today. I'm on, buddy. I'm on. He's walking it. I'm on. I don't want to yank it though. There we go. All right, little guy, not too shabby. When you feel that tug, just let him take it. Just let him keep going as long as you can and just sit there and hang out with him. All right, one down. Go. We got that little bait fish pile right there. I'd say work that. That has always been successful. Whatever that bubbling crap is right there. Get it in there and then just kind of hang out with it in there. Bounce it around, go real slow through it. Just reel it all the way back in. That's the only downside that I
The only downside you didn't mention?
yeah, doing those extra whips sometimes because it's just a little bit older. That little plug in.
Nothing wrong with a short pole, man. It's all good.
Little plug in. I might have to hit that bail. Just a little bit. I noticed yours twisted too, and mine was a little twisted yesterday, so you might have something to do with your mechanics that's twisting them. I don't know. I never seen it twist, but that pole does fall apart. That's not you. I've had that happen 3-4 times on that one.
My fishing skills aren't that great.
Not yet. That's a cast. I mean, that's everything you want it to be. Got to get you one today, Andy. It's gonna be hard to keep you inspired if I can't get you one today.
Well, you know, I mean, I keep trying to have the outlook of, well, you know, it's not all about the fish. Kind of.
No, it's. It's about the fish. It's about catching the fish.
It's about the fish, man, really. It's
Uh-huh.
about the fish.
Now, you gotta at least catch something to have a good time. Doesn't have to be the best, but it's gotta be something. You had some speed on that. I thought she was pulling something in.
Yeah, so did I with the tug.
Let it go.
I didn't wait long enough.
Yeah, you can never wait long enough until you hear that thing scream.
I know. I just
Uh,
didn't wait long enough.
Yeah, that's where these emotions come in. You just wait. If I'm getting close to catching 4, I start making so many mistakes. I start yanking, I start losing my cool, because I just want to get 4. Sometimes even the third one will do it to you. But I could certainly imagine that first one is going to do the exact same thing. And I think that's got a lot to do with why I'm catching them, because I've spent so much time now understanding what I'm feeling and how long I have to wait to get them hooked.
Yeah, yeah. I can definitely see how that would play a big role in it.
You feel that first bump and then you kind of just know they're there. And then I'm ever so slightly reeling as I'm kind of popping. And then you could almost feel them just continuing to suck it and ingest it in and go, go, go. And until they turn and start to head away or head down, you just kind of sitting there waiting because it's in their mouth. And then they got to be able to hook themselves on it. If you jerk it, it'll probably pull it straight out of their mouth. It's very deceiving when you see other people do it on TV. Like, no, they just seem to go, oh, there's one. And then next thing you know, you're seeing them jerk on it.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not gonna be, it's not how we're catching them here.
Right.
Good stuff though, man. I wasn't planning on coming today. I'm glad you grabbed me.
Well, now that you got me kind of hooked.
Once we get you a few under your belt, I promise you, this is the best fishing I've ever had in my life here. By far. It's the most fun. Catfish, you're out there. One, you got to use live bait, and that's not conducive to going to fish whenever you want. And they seem to just catch off a bobber. Bass, on the other hand, it's more like a hunt. We're out here hunting for this guy, and then we get him, he gets on there, and we kind of play with him, and it's a thrill. And the size of fish I'm catching up here are way better than what I was catching off that bank. Though I was doing good, 15 was the max. Oh, that's the spot right there, buddy. That's where that brush pile is. You can fish there, just don't let that lure fall too far before you start coming back in. You'll be fine if you just work in that top and they'll hit it. But if you let it sink down in there, you'll get yourself stuck up and ruin the next 10 minutes. And I think we're down to one hook, so it's gonna be scary. It's certainly worth the shot to go fish off of it though. I've had 10, 15 bites off there, caught maybe 6. I was actually thinking that last night. Like, man, a lot of talk about brush piles in some of the videos I watched. Like, man, we could sink our own brush piles wherever we wanted. Just hook a bobber to it. So that bait, it's gonna sink. So when you leave it, it sinks, and then you're kind of working that area. If that helps you understand what you're doing. It sinks super, super slow.
Yeah,
And I prefer not to work the very bottom. So once it's on the bottom and you're kind of bringing it back in, you kind of use that fine line between letting it sink and then working the bottom too hard. They certainly seem to be able to see it a lot better above their heads than down in the dirt with them, if that makes sense.
I think that's one of the places where I kind of falter, or some of the places where I kind of falter.
I mean, you should be able to see that thing 20 feet out there, and if you're just making small little pops with the tip of your rod, you should be able to see it just kind of jetting through the water.
Well, mine actually isn't that good.
Oh, well, therein lies an issue.
Faith, bro, I can't, you know.
I can't help you with your eyesight, buddy. That's not one I can fix
I
for
just
you.
have to get a certain technique and kind of work with it and see what, you know, go through different techniques and see what works. You know?
Yeah, it's about time to catch us another one. All right, you want my tips? You want my tip? So it's a swim bait, so we gotta go. It's almost like it's gonna wear you out to keep it going so fast. I won't hit you, I promise. So I'm out there, I'm popping the bill. When I'm coming in, I'm just doing this with the tip and then reeling it in, this with the tip. Almost as quick as you let it go down, you're gonna be in trouble, because then you're working so darn low. Yeah. And you just keep reeling. It's not like a catfish. You don't want to let it. It's not gonna do you any good if. Boom.
Come on, bro.
I think I lost him.
That's it. Go back to your side.
I think I lost him. Just do that. Just come across the water and just pop it. Okay. And then keep it moving. If you let it sit there like a catfish or a bobber or a worm, it's not gonna do you any good.
Fair enough. Okay.
That was a great demonstration. He didn't come in, but man, he literally went right next to you. Yeah. Again, I'm no expert, man. I just keep trying, and I figure.
But I can catch all the damn fish.
When I watch someone else next to me, I go, okay, maybe these are the things that I did learn that are causing me to be successful. Maybe I'm just not getting lucky. Maybe I do have a skill set that I'm learning.
Yeah.
I don't know. That gator. I was gonna say it's that gator, I think, sliding right in front of me.
Gator.
So yeah, I would say I think I'm fishing it a little slow to medium, but comparing to how you're fishing it, well, you gotta fish way faster. Keep that thing moving.
So I'm fishing too slow.
Too slow is what I'm thinking, yeah. Let me get the hell out of your way.
Because I was like,
and reel it up.
I'm not gonna get you.
And reel it up way higher, like right there. Cast from there. That'll stop you from having a lot of issues. There you go. Yeah, and just kind of keep it, like I say, as long as you're reeling it, it's gonna stay close to the top. As soon as you stop reeling, it's gonna sink down in the water, and then it's gonna be kind of working its way back up the whole time. You'd rather it be above their head in these lower water conditions and let them strike at it above their head, and they'll see that flapping on the water. There you go. You see that little wake you're making now? That's what's gonna attract them. Bang! And they'll twitch, go. Yeah, I'm assuming it's because the water's so dirty. Nothing deep's really been my ticket here. It's everything above them, just causing disturbance on top of the water. But with this, you still have the ability to let it sink a hair. Everything about it's looking better. You're doing exactly what I would think you should be doing.